Hello, my name is Chris and this is Writing Delight. Today I have the limited edition fountain pen from Hugo Boss here. The Arc Splendor. It comes in a large and elegant box, which is clearly labeled limited edition. The box is closed by a magnetically held flap. Inside we have the fountain pen and a converter. The warranty card and the limited edition certificate are in a leather card case. The fountain pen has an eye-catching design, with a thicker rounded cap. The cap has a decorative ring. The cap and the barrel are decorated with longitudinal grooves. Under the screw cap there is a metal grip and the typical simple nib of a Hugo Boss fountain pen. Here are a few details. We have embossed the Hugo Boss lettering on the decorative ring at the end of the cap. The serial number is engraved on the decorative ring where the clip begins. The longitudinal grooves and the nib. The fountain pen fits comfortably in the hand. It is long enough for large hands and should also fit smaller hands as well. However, if you post the cap, there's too much weight at the back in my opinion. For me, writing is not comfortable like this. Hugo Boss gave me a writing folder for the writing sample. The Hugo Boss Rive, which I would like to use here. The folder comes with a pad of Hugo Boss paper and has a few compartments, for example for business cards. The paper is easy to replace. A simple tap holds the pad. Since I always use Rhodia paper for my writing tests, I exchanged the Hugo Boss paper for an A4 pad of Rhodia paper. The Arc Splendor is a wonderful pen to write with. The nib has a pleasant feedback when writing. And with a little pressure, line variations are also possible. By the way, the Pannonia most virus is used here. The simple nib, which Hugo Boss always uses, is pleasant to write with and can create a great written image. But first, a size comparison. We have the fountain pen here with a Visconti Homo sapiens, a Diplomata Aero, a Statler Initium Resina, a Kaweco Supra, and a Lamy Safari. The Arc Splendor is about the same size here, only becoming a little smaller than the others when the cap is posted. Here is the technical data, which can also be found in the video description, as always. In the second comparison, I have it here with the Pelican Neo, an Esterbrook SD Honeycomb Oversize, an Online Bohemian Art, an Otto Hood Design 05, and a Pelican Pura. The Arc Splendor is an eye-catching fountain pen. The cap, which is large for the barrel, has a rounded shape. The incorporated longitudinal grooves in the barrel and the cap makes it special, not in a negative way. The color, a slightly darker shade of grey, highlighted by slightly lighter decorative elements, has an effect. But I think not everyone will like this design, but there's something about it. A negative point, in my opinion, is the slightly small nib. This seems especially so because we have a large cap here. The nib is, as usual with Hugo Boss, kept very simple. It writes well. It also offers a certain line variance when writing under pressure. Nevertheless, it looks a little too plain for such a striking and limited edition fountain pen, in my opinion. Of course, the fountain pen is not exactly light. After all, it's made of metal. However, a large part of the fountain pen's weight is the cap. When you hold it in your hand to write, it is, in my opinion, quite comfortable. The fountain pen is also quite pleasant to hold. All in all, we have a fountain pen here that is easy to use. It is well made and also looks very high quality. It has a nib that is easy to use. Those who like the design will find a decent fountain pen here. Since this is a limited edition with a leather card case, the price is of course not cheap. But it is also a limited edition from Hugo Boss. So the fountain pen is also something for fans of this brand. What do you think of the fountain pen? And what else would you like to know about the pen? Please write it in the comments below. I'll see if I can get a few questions answered. Many thanks to Hugo Boss for the test sample, and thank you for watching. See you next time.